Are you ready? Because in today's video, I have 2 days of super extreme cleaning. I think I did the most in these 2 days that I have ever done. I will be completely cleaning out and doing a car detail on my husband's truck, sharing with you a potential game-changing cleaning hack that can make cleaning so much easier for you. I will be showing you how to clean your pillows properly and cleaning in an area that I have never cleaned before. You are going to leave here with lots of knowledge, lots of motivation, and we're going to get it done together. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get going.
Another night, I fall in your sight.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie and I am here. I'm your cleaning friend. I'm like that friend when you want to work out and you need someone to just grab your hand and go, let's get it done. I'm your friend today. I'm going to grab your hand and say, let's get something done today. Or I'm going to share with you some cleaning hacks or cleaning tips that will make a cleaning easier and more fun for you. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for all of this fun we're going to be doing today. And I am just starting out. I actually had just gotten my hair done. So my hair was freshly cut and highlighted. Mike had the girls they were out doing some errands. And so when I got home and they were all gone, I'm like, I'm getting started. I'm going to get cleaning up because no one was home. So I was taking advantage of that free time. So this is kind of my nightly cleaning routine. Usually the kids are helping me, but since they weren't home, I was just doing some serious speed cleaning. And my typical nighttime cleaning routine, or ideally, I would of course love to get this done every night, but I will be honest with you, even this basic cleaning does not get done every single night. There's just some nights I just can't do it. But ideally, the goal is just to get everything picked up off of the countertops, the floors, wipe everything down and have the dishwasher ran. Sometimes I will run a vacuum or something like that, but just making sure everything is picked up and wiped down for the next day is usually like the bare minimum that I like to do. So that's what I was doing tonight. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here and spending your precious time watching my video. I truly hope that you walk away with this video with a smile on your face. You feel good. You feel better than when you started watching this video. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Okay, so when I'm done wiping things down, I'm going to tackle an area that I have never cleaned before. And recently our toilet, like the handle in the toilet had broke, and Mike went in to fix it, and we were both in there, and when I took off the top of the toilet tank, it was super gross in there. So I was like, this is something that I've never thought about cleaning before. So I was like, I'm going to tackle it. I'm going to see what I can do to get this cleaned up. And to be honest with you, I think the reason why I've never cleaned this out, I have this memory from when I was little at my parents' house. I was like probably in elementary school, and we opened the top of the toilet tank and a centipede came crawling out. And ever since then, I think it scared me. So I don't like opening the toilet tank, and that's probably why I've never cleaned in here. But I figured it was time. I also wanted to clean out that gross vent on the floor. It was so gross, and it smelled when I picked it up, so I have no idea what was in that vent. But anyways, for the toilet tank, you want to make sure you turn off the water on the floor. That's where you saw me turn off the water. And then I use citric acid, and I just got it from Walmart. You can get it on Amazon, and you want to flush the toilet so all of the water line goes down. So turn off the water, flush the toilet so the water line goes down for a minute, and then pour in some hot water. That's what I was doing with that mop bucket. You pour in some hot water and then dump in about a cup of citric acid, and then you let it sit for an hour. Now for me, I did have to kind of create a paste and put it on the side of the toilet tank because most of the mess was at the top and not in the bottom. But if you have that black mold or whatever it is, that black stuff all over the inside, then just dump the citric acid in the water and let it sit for an hour. Or if it's caked on the sides at the top like mine is, then you can kind of create a paste and let it sit. So I tried my absolute best to get the cover, the top, the lid of the toilet tank to be completely clean, but this was the best that I could do. But I am telling you, the citric acid blew my mind. Look at that. I just had to very lightly scrub with my Scrub Mommy sponge. There's no way. I had started scrubbing that before, and it did not come off that easily. So the citric acid is the key. That is the magic ingredient in this. It just breaks all of that stuff up. And I found a video on YouTube, Andrea Jean Cleaning. She was the one who I found out how to do that. I will actually link her video in the description. She gives more in-depth step-by-step on how to do that. But yeah, citric acid is game-changing. She actually did one where she did the citric acid, and then she did another toilet where she did bleach, and the bleach really did nothing. It's the citric acid that you need. But again, I will have her video linked in the description. Okay, so next we're going to be deep cleaning our pillows. Most pillows, with the exception if you have a memory foam pillow, you can wash and dry in the washing machine. So what I did was I put in some Tide laundry detergent, some OxiClean sanitizer, it's a powder, and then some borax. And borax just kind of, it's a laundry booster, and it's a great booster for anything that's really dirty in your laundry. So I poured all of that in, and then I washed it on a delicate cycle with 2 rinses just to make for sure you get all of the detergents and soaps out of your pillows. So then I washed them on delicate, on cool water, and I was going to wash all of the pillows. And while those were going, I was cleaning my cabinets with my O-Cedar spin mop. I put in 1 teaspoon, just 1 teaspoon of powdered Tide laundry detergent.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me.
All right, so I'm going to be getting to that cleaning hack here in a minute. I came across this and I was like, this could be game changing. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys in a minute. I'm also going to be sharing the high point to my week and the low point to my week, just to show you guys that everyone has their ups and downs. And I'll share a interesting thing about me that maybe you guys didn't know, and I think it's something you may be surprised. I guess I never know how you guys perceive me, but you may be a little bit surprised when I shared that. Make sure you stay tuned because I have that game-changing cleaning hack that you need to know.
What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way.
So this cleaning hack involves windowsills, and I know with everyone, windowsills are kind of a pain to clean because there's so many cracks and crevices. So there is a way that supposedly will help extend the cleanliness of your windowsills. So first I wanted to clean my windowsill, and here I am using a car detailing brush. It gets into all of those cracks and crevices. So I first went in with my Bissell Steam Shot hand steamer that blasts everything away. Now it does kind of like spray the dirt all over, but it goes quicker and faster than if you'd be scrubbing. You don't need to use elbow grease or anything when you're using the hand steamer, and then everything just quickly wipes away. So I go in with my Bissell Steam Shot hand steamer, then I wipe it all down with the multi-surface spray, go in with the car detailing brush to get into the cracks and crevices, and then wipe everything down again. And the whole process takes less than 10 minutes. So I came across this. It said to take Pledge. It did say Pledge, but I only had Endust on hand. I actually borrowed it from someone because I didn't have any Pledge or dusting spray. And they said to take Pledge or a dusting spray and spray it on the windowsill. And it's supposed to repel any dirt and keep the windowsills cleaner for longer. So what I'm going to do is make sure you guys are subscribed because I'm going to do an update. I'll do an update next week and the week after and try to give you guys proof of how well this works. This could be game changing if this works, you guys. So if you try it, keep me updated. Okay, so I'm going to give you that little tidbit of me, something that happened on our honeymoon, and I'm just curious to see what you guys think about this. So I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel. It just recently popped in my head the other day because I think I saw someone talking about going to Mexico on an all-inclusive vacation. And that's where Mike and I went. We went to Riviera Maya for our honeymoon, and I won a contest. You know, when you're by the pool, if you guys have ever been to an all-inclusive vacation, you can, you know, they always have like a DJ, they have music playing, and they always do, like, we played volleyball. They always have contests running. Well, they had a contest, and it was a beer chugging contest. And you know what? This girl right here took first place. Now, granted, Mike also took first place. Now, granted, we were right out of college. We were 23 when we got married, and I think there was only 3 couples in the contest, which, to be fair, you guys, I am not great. I mean, I can't tell the last time I chugged really anything. I am not good at chugging at all, so the fact that I took first place tells you the type of competition I was up against. But yes, fun fact about Jamie is I won a beer chugging contest when I was 23 on my honeymoon. So, to be completely transparent with you, I have not cleaned our shower in weeks, you guys. It's really gross, and it's kind of embarrassing to admit to that, but it's the truth. And you can tell because it looks really, really gross. Part of it is I hate cleaning it, and the fact that, you know, we're moving, you start to give up. I know that sounds so bad because it still needs to be cleaned. That's part of it, but also our lights so we have a light that's at the top of our shower that's like in our shower, and the lights went out, and we've been having trouble finding the replacements. We ordered some and they weren't the right ones. We're having trouble finding the right ones, so it's a pain to clean when it's dark in there. So yes, it was due. It was time to clean the shower, and I wiped it down with my Jaws foaming bathroom cleaner, and then I went in with some Barkeeper's Friend. I've always liked this cleaning product, but I kind of have recently fell more in love with it lately, and I went in because the shower was so gross. I went in and used the Barkeeper's Friend like on that bottom fiberglass area. You know how it gets really gross as water and soap scum kind of slides down the side of the shower? Stuff sticks on there. So I was using the Barkeeper's Friend. And I also saw this tip was on shower doors is to use either Scrub Mommy Power Paste or Barkeeper's Friend with the Scrub Mommy Sponge. That's what I'm using here, a Scrub Mommy Sponge on the shower doors. And it did a phenomenal job. And then I shined it with the Jaws glass cleaner, and I could not believe how little I had to scrub with the Barkeeper's Friend.
For his behavior towards you, the one he loses. I know they seem to understand now, but they will never change, no matter how hard you try. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around.
So when I'm done here in the bathroom, I'm going out to tackle Mike's truck. And I bit off way more than I could chew on this day. I was very adventurous when I was creating my to-do list, and the twins were at school. So the twins go to school in the morning, and then they nap in the afternoon for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I would say, a good 6 or so hours of free time on the days they're in school. So I've been packing a lot more into certain days, which I do not recommend because it's a lot of work. But if I don't do it then I'm not going to get all of that done. So that's how I stay motivated. But I'm going to go out and clean detail Mike's truck here before it gets way too cold to be outside. I actually had to wait until the afternoon to do his truck because it was a little bit cooler. It was in the mid 50s. Now that's obviously not cold at all. Definitely not cold for Northwest Ohio, but I'd prefer to do it. And at this time of the year, it's pretty cool in the mornings and then it heats up at night. So I was going to use my drill brush attachments to clean these mats. So it's an attachment that you can get them from Amazon. I'll have them linked below, and they attach to a drill. And I just use some Dawn dish soap, and you guys, it just cleans them so well. I mean, Mike has a lot of softball dirt in his driver's seat mat, and it cleans them so quickly. It's just very efficient.
You become like a wall, and every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you?
So I will have all of the tools that I'm using to clean out Mike's truck listed in the description. You're going to see me here in a little bit using like this putty to get into all of the cracks and crevices, and it just is such a good way to get all of that dust out of your car. I'm using a shop vac here, and then one of my favorite cleaning products for the car, it's this Meguiar's interior spray. You'll see me use it here in a minute, and it's just great because it's good for all inside interiors. So I can use it on leather, so like Mike's leather seats, but then I can also use it on the dashboard, and it just does a phenomenal job. So you definitely need this. Meguiar's is what it is, and I'll show it to you guys here in a minute. But I want to talk about the high point to my week and the low point to my week. So I always like to start out with the low point to the week. And I would say the low point to the week is that things have been busy. And I mean that more so on the weekend. So I am one of those people that I can go, but I need the weekends. I need some part of downtime on the weekends to recharge. And I'm not talking like necessarily being by myself. I just need to zone out where I can just not have to worry about someone has to be somewhere or I have to do this or that. I need a little bit of downtime. I don't need a lot of downtime, but I need some downtime on the weekends. And last weekend, we were literally jam-packed from Friday until Sunday night, and it'll be the same thing with the upcoming week. And it just starts to hit me. Like today, it's middle of the week, and I'm already feeling it. You know, I'm just feeling not run down necessarily, but tired, and I'm getting plenty of sleep. So for me, I need a little bit of downtime on the weekends, of like zoning out, if that makes sense. So it's all good stuff. I don't want to complain. We aren't as busy after next week, but I just personally need some like chill time to recuperate. And even if it's only for a few hours on Saturday, that's all I need. And I didn't get it last week, and I probably won't get it this weekend, but that is okay. But I would say ultimately I'm feeling it today because I'm not getting a lot of downtime. So I pulled this out and then I kind of forgot, I don't know how I forgot that Mike has leather seats. So I've used this on my car seats and it's really, really good. And I think I got it from Target. So it should be fairly easy to find. But it's turtle wax, it's an upholstery cleaner and protector, and it worked really, really well. We had a stain on one of our back seats, and this took care of it. And I just like how, so like you just squirt it, like you shake it up, squirt it, comes out, you feel like a little scrub brush. So there are times where I use my Bissell, my little green machine, little tool, but if I don't feel like getting that out, or if there's just one area, something gets spilled, this is great to have on hand and use. And there were a couple of stains on Mike's leather seats in his car. And I did a quick Google search to see about getting cleaners. We don't have any on hand. And I guess turtle wax makes a leather cleaner. So I'm gonna try that out and see if it works, and I will update you guys. But this is a great to keep on hand if you have fabric car seats. Okay, so since I used both of these today, I was gonna get ready and clean and disinfect them, and I figured I would show you. I've showed this before, but I thought I would show you guys again. So any of my cleaning tools, heads, anything that comes attached, like even my Rubbermaid power scrubber, that little head part. I do have multiple heads in case I need to use it all in one day, but when I'm all done using my cleaning tools, what I do is I clean them first, usually with Dawn dish soap or Dawn power wash, and I go in with a disinfectant. I'll spray it, let it air dry, but it's really important that you clean and then disinfect. Cleaning and disinfecting are not the same thing. So I'm gonna do that, and I just let them air dry. You guys, my body is not built for this much cleaning in one day. It's crazy because normally I don't push myself, or I can't do the last time that I've had enough free time just to clean all day long. But with the twins in school for a couple days a week, I pretty much get most of the day to be able to be productive because they're gone in the morning and they nap in the afternoon. Whew. But I am beat. That's a lot of cleaning. It's much easier when you break it up. So learn from me. Do not do it all in one day. Unless you're like me and you only have a couple of days a week where you can truly be productive. It feels good. Don't get me wrong. But I'm exhausted. It is 3:41 and I have 9,900. Oh, it just changed. 10,272 steps. Oh, you guys, it's been a day. At least I got my workout in, right? Okay, well, Mike went to get Avery. Twins are still napping, and Avery has softball practice tonight. I'm just doing peanut butter and jelly for dinner. Anyways, I have some more cleaning, I think, that I'll probably do tomorrow, or if I get to it the next day when the girls are in school, because they're not in school tomorrow, but stay tuned. Hey guys, it is a new day. I only have a few things that I want to get done today. I need to vacuum and mop and then fold some laundry. And I figured I'd just pick up the camera and you guys can join me. The twins are napping. Avery just got home from school. She's upstairs playing Barbies. So I have about an hour before I need to start getting dinner ready. So let's see if we can do this. This is like kind of like a power hour, trying to get what I need to get done. So if you have something that you need to get done, whether it's folding laundry, vacuuming, mopping, cleaning a bathroom, I'll give you a second, go get what you need, and let's get it done in an hour. So here I'm using my Tineco ifloor 2 to vacuum and mop my floors, and I'm going to show you how I clean it here in a minute. But I wanted to share the high point to my week. So something Mike and I have been meaning or trying to do more often is spend quality time together. So if you guys don't know, I worked for a nonprofit for 10 years. I quit in June of 2020. Mike was working at home at the time. I mean, he wasn't working at home, but then 2020, March of 2020, he came home to work and has never gone back into the office full time. And so we have basically been together 24/7 all day, every day since March of 2020. And so we're together all of the time. We're chatting all day long. We're, eating breakfast together as a family, lunch together, all of that. But we're realizing that it's not quality time. It's always distractions. With our kids there in the morning or even at lunch, like the twins are eating lunch with us. So we're getting a lot of family time together, but we're not sitting down looking at each other in each other's eyes and having those conversations. Even if I'm working or he's working, it's like, hey, you'll be like, oh, this just happened, or hey, this is funny. And, we're chatting about our days, but it's just little bits here and there. And I think one of the hardest things right now, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, is if you would look at like the amount of hours in a week that we have. We have to devote so much time, Mike has to devote so much time to work, and then kids and himself and extended family and friends and all of that. And it's so hard to fit it all in. And I don't know. So we've been making more in an effort. So even if it's for 20 minutes after the kids go to bed before he leaves for the gym, because he goes to the gym after the kids go to bed, so we can be there in the evenings and put them to bed and things like that. We've been spending more quality time talking to each other. Okay, so I've had some requests on how I clean this when I'm done. So every single time that I'm done using this, you plug it in. I don't know if you can hear me over it. You plug it in. This is the ifloor 2, and it has the self-cleaning function, which I highly recommend if you're gonna spend the money on getting one of these, get the self-cleaning function, because what it does, it pulls all of that dirty water, anything that's gross inside of the machine, it runs water through it and cleans it out from inside, and then all I have to do is wash the outer parts and let it air dry. Now, all you have to do is, so I already dumped out the dirty water from mopping. And then you just put some plain water in here, and then it's running that clean water through the machine, and then I'll dump out the water again. So obviously the water isn't too dirty. In real life, it looks tiny bit, it's not clear. It's kind of tinted, but you can notice some of the debris that was inside of the machine that the self-cleaning function took. So. So this was pretty much the last thing that I wanted to do, but stay tuned. I want you guys to stick around because while I was vacuuming and mopping, or I vacuumed and mopped in the kitchen, and then I was gonna run the Robo-Rock, my robot vacuum, in the living room, and the twins had gotten up for their nap when it was still running. So they came out, or in from downstairs, came down from upstairs, I guess. And they came down and ran in, jumped on the couch, and threw a pillow and blanket on the floor. And it's just kind of hilarious when I'm watching this back, because this is stuff that all moms can, we understand this. This is how it goes. You clean up. And I know it's one pillow and one blanket, but that's just how it is. You work so hard cleaning, and then the kids just come in and start messing it up again. I'm done. I am done. Time to go make dinner. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? We're doing a breakfast bake. I am on this kick of trying to use up all those random foods that we have in our pantry, our freezer, and I found some breakfast sausage buried in our freezer. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a breakfast bake. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and eat that. Breakfast for dinner is always one of our favorites. Breakfast, tacos, spaghetti, that type of stuff. Those are our family go-tos. But thank you guys so much for being here. It has been a crazy week. I've done so much because I'm sure a lot of you guys know I've talked about we're going to Gatlinburg next week. Yeah, it's crazy. For Mike's cousin's wedding. Mike's cousin's getting married. We're going with his parents. My parents will watch the girls because kids are not invited. And Mike and I are gonna make like a little extended stay. I think we may stop somewhere in Kentucky or Cincinnati, maybe go to a baseball game, try out some new restaurants, just to tack on a few days, because for driving to Gatlinburg, because I think from here it's a good, I think it might be around 8 hours or so, and that's a long ways to drive just for a weekend. So because we're able to, Mike has some vacation days that he has to use up before the end of the year. He's saving some before we move, but anyways, we're getting ready for Gatlinburg next week, so I'm trying to get ahead of the game on filming and editing, so at least I have a video going up on Sunday when we're gone. I have to pack everything for the girls. Like, I have everything going on in my head because they have their softball and soccer and school and all of that, so my parents will be doing the drop-off and pickup and going here and there. So I'm gonna give them like a detailed itinerary of where everyone has to be on each day, packing list. Going on in my head. My head is kind of spinning. So it's been crazy, but it's all good. It's all good. Everyone's good. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's good. A little tired, but we're good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry for that little rambling there at the end. I just have a lot in my head. And I get too much into my head in general, and then you add on like all of this other stuff, and I'm like, my head is kind of spinning. So thank you guys for hanging in there with me. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I hope this video gave you some motivation. I want you to know that you matter to me. You are so important to me, and I appreciate you. So thank you so much. I will see you guys next time. Bye.